Hello guys and welcome to our new math session. Today's lesson is going to be multiplying decimals. So let's start. To multiply decimals, you just follow these four steps. First one, just ignore the decimal point. After that, multiply normally and then count the decimal places for each number. And at the end, put the decimal point in the answer. Okay, let's have an example to make these steps more clear. 0.03 times 5. First of all, I will just ignore the decimal point, so it's going to be 3 times 5. And then multiply normally. 3 times 5 equals 15. Count the decimal places for each number. So here, the first number here is going to be 2 decimal places. 1, 2, as you see here. So 2 decimal places. And here, it's 0 decimal places. There's no decimal point here. So I count the decimal places. So put the decimal point in the answer. So I will just count 1, 2, and then put a point and 0. So the answer is going to be 0.15. Okay, another example. Here I have 0.002 times 4. So first of all, I will ignore the decimal point. So I will have 2 times 4. And then I'll multiply normally equals 8. And then count the decimal places. So here's 1, 2, 3. So 3 decimal places here. And here's 0 decimal place. So 3 plus 0 equals 3. So I will move in the answer 3 decimal places. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3. And put the point here and the 0 at the end. So here is going to be the answer is going to be 0.008. Another example. 0.021 times 0.2. So here in this example, what will happen if I have a decimal place here, like a decimal point here in the first number and a decimal point in the other number? So it's very simple and very easy. So ignore the decimal point, just follow the steps. Ignore the decimal point, so I will have 21 times 2 equals 42. And then count the decimal places. So here it's 1, 2, 3. So 3 decimal places is the first number. After that, I will count here. It's only 1 decimal place here. And the other number, I will count them together. So 3 plus 1 equals 4 decimal places. So I will move 4 decimal places in the answer. So here I will write down 42 and move 4 steps to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and put the point and 0. So the answer is going to be 0.0042. Another example, 0.42 times 0.2. So here in this example, I will just ignore the decimal point and multiply normally. So I will have 42 times 2, which is going to be equals to 84. And after that, count again the decimal places. Yes, 2 decimal places. And here for the other number, it's only 1 decimal place. Here, 1 decimal place. So at the end, I will count 3 decimal places for the answer. So I will just write down 1, 2, 3, put the point, and here it's 0. So the answer is going to be 0.084. Okay, let's know together here the laws of arithmetic. First of all, I have properties here together, like I have commutative property. These properties, guys, it helps us to make our calculation easier. So just helper here. So if you use it, you will make your calculation easier. Commutative property. Here, for example, what does it mean here? So to know it, just let's watch this example. Here's 5 times 7 equals to 35, but here it's 7 times 5 equal to 35 again. So the commutative property, it's just if you change the places of the numbers, here 5 and 7, and here 7 times 5. So if you change the places of the number, you will have the same answer. So I can switch the places of the number to make my calculation easier. Okay, let's have another example. 3 times 0.6 equals to 1.8. And 0.6 times 3 equals to the same number, 1.8. So I changed the places, but the answer is still the same. And this is the commutative property. Okay, what about the associative property? Associative property is just to collect any two numbers of the numbers that you have between brackets. So if you put them between brackets, the numbers, the answer will never be changed. The answer is going to be the same if you change the places of the brackets. So in addition and multiplication, I can use this associative property. And by the way, it helps me to make the calculation easier too. But because here, look, here I have 3.8 plus 2.4 plus 0.6. I see here that 2.4 and 0.6, it makes me a whole number. Okay, so I put them between brackets to make them first, and after that I will add it to 3.8. So when you add 0.6 plus 2.4, the answer is going to be 3. And 3 plus 3.8 is going to be 6.8. Look, it's easy. Another example, but in multiplication. 4 times 5 times 2 times 25. I need to get this answer. So to make it easier, you can collect the best friends together between brackets. So here, 4 and 25 are best friends, so I will put them between brackets. And they are best friends because it gives me 100. And 5 and 2, I will put them between brackets because they are best friends. And after that, I will multiply all together. So here, 4 times 25 equals 100. 5 times 2 equals 10. And if you multiply 10 times 100, it's going to be 1000. Okay, I have another property here for you. It's called distributive property. So here, for example, 0.5 times 3.4 plus 2.6 between brackets. So guys, here, it's just imagine that 0.5, it's outside the house. So it needs to get inside the house. But will it get inside the house without saying hi to both numbers? Of course not. It has to say hi to the first number and say hi to the second number. Look, 0.5 times 3.4 and 0.5 times 2.6. And between them, there is this sign. It's plus. So here, 0.5 times 3.4 and 0.5 times 2.6. And between them, there is the same sign between the two numbers that's inside the house. And calculate. 0.5 times 3.4 is equal to 1.7, and 0.5 times 2.6 is equal to 1.3. And when we add them together, it's going to be equals to 3. Okay, another example. 0.2 times 1.2 plus 3. What do you think I'm going to do here? Exactly, the same thing. I'm just saying hi with this 0.2 times 1.2 and 0.2 times 3. Okay, and calculate them and get the answer. And don't forget that this sign is in the middle between them. It's plus here, so it's plus. If it's minus, so it's minus. Okay, so I will just calculate that here for you. 0.2 times 1.2 is equal to 0.24, and 0.2 times 3 is equal to 0.6, and add them, so the answer is going to be equal to 0.84. Okay, another law of arithmetic here, it's the inverse operations. Example. To understand it, let's have an example. If I have 4 times 0.03 equals to 0.12, then I will change it using the inverse operation. If I change it to make it 0.12 divided by 0.03, of course the answer is going to be equals to 4. So 0.12 divided by 0.03, the answer is 4. Okay, what do you think about 0.12 divided by 4? Exactly, it's going to be equal to 0.03. Okay, so let's have an example, a word problem here. 8 carats at $0.07 per carat. Work out the cost in dollars. So it's very easy. We have two methods here, guys. The first method here is to change the dollars into cents by multiplying by 100, because you know that $1 equals to 100 cents. So I will multiply that by 100, so it's going to be 7 cents. And then multiply that by 8 carats, so I will have 56 cents, and then get back again to dollars, convert it into dollars. So you will divide it by 100, because of course you know that $1 equals to 100 cents. Or the second method here is to use what we understood later, previously here in the previous slides. I will multiply just decimals, 0.07 times 8. I will just ignore the decimal point and I will not forget these steps at all. So it's going to be equal to $0.56. So just pause the video here, guys, and solve this classwork, and after that, get back to me, please. Okay, let's have more multiplying decimals, guys, here. 12.43 times 5. What are we going to do here? It's very easy and very simple. I will never forget these steps, and I will use it to solve these kind of problems too. So here, 3 times 5 equals to 5 and carry up 1, 15. So 4 times 5 equals to 20. 20 plus 1 equals to 21, so 1 and carry up 2. 2 times 5 equals 10. 10 plus 2 equals 12, so 2 and carry up 1. 1 times 5 equals 5 plus 1 equals to 6. After that, I'm counting the decimal places. So it's 1, 2. So I will put them in the answer. 1, 2, and put the point here. Okay, another example. 46.87 times 7. So I will multiply here, ignore the decimal point and multiply normally. And after that, I will put the decimal point in the answer. So 7 times 7 equals to 49. 9 and carry a 4. 8 times 7 equals to 56. 56 plus 4 equals to 60. So it's 0 and carry up 6. 6 times 7 equals to 42. 42 plus 6 equals to 48. So 8 and carry up 4. And after that, 4 times 7 equals to 28. 28 plus 4 equals to 32. And I didn't finish yet. I have to put the decimal point in the answer. So let's count. Here it's 1, 2, 2 spaces, and here nothing. So it's at the end, I will move only 2 spaces. So 1, 2. I will put the decimal point here. Okay. Another example, but this time it's going to be a word problem. What is the cost of 7 erasers at $1.32 per eraser? Very easy. I will multiply them. So 1.32 times 7. And I will, here, 2 times 7 equals to 14, 4 and carry up 1. 3 times 7 equals to 21, plus 1 equals to 22, 2 and carry up 2. 1 times 7 equals to 7, plus 2 equals to 9. And then count the decimal places. 1, 2, so it's 1, 2. Put the point here. So the answer is going to be equals to $9.24. So it's $9.24. Let's have another example. What is the price of 3 kilograms of cheese if cheese is sold for $24.05 per kilogram? So every kilogram costs $24.05. And I need to know the price of 3 kilograms. So I will multiply them. 24.05 times 3. So let's multiply together. 5 times 3 equals exactly 15. 5 and carry up 1. 0 times 3 equals to 0 plus 1 equals to 3. Plus equals to 1. I'm sorry for that. So 0 times 3 equals to 0 plus 1 equals to 1. After that, 4 times 3 equals to 12. So it's 12, 2 and carry up 1. And then 2 times 3 equals to 6 plus 1 equals to 7. And then let's count the decimal places. Here's 1, 2. So I will count 1, 2. I'm counting only here because there's no decimal points here in this number. So I'm counting up and down. Here's 2 steps and here's 0 steps. So 2 plus 0 equals 2. I will move it at the end and the answer. Here's 2 steps. So the answer is going to be at the end $72.15. Okay, so it's time for classwork, guys. Pause the video and solve this classwork. And when you finish it, this is your homework, guys. So thank you very much for listening and have a wonderful day.